I still remember my childhood days where we lived in a rented house 35 years before. There is no drainage system. Every day morning, 3 to 5, people coming out from the home and picking the wastewater in buckets and throwing in front of the houses where there is a vacant place. People thought it's a below dignity job, picking the wastewater from their own backyards. So in that time, my mother asked me to do the same thing once I grown. So I taken a bucket, I taken a rope. In the daytime, end of my school time, I just taken the bucket and put my shoes, pant. I don't want even to spill one drop of sewage on my foot, and just taken the bucket and put in the pit and taken the water, lifted, crossed the road, kept the bucket and used my foot just pushing it out. So the water falls opposite direction. I did it in the evening. So people seeing everything. Within a month, I'm seeing the whole people in the road. They're doing the same thing with lungi and some half-fridge care and all. So that gives the confidence, yes, once you bring something innovative, people are ready to follow this. Until then, early morning, 3 o'clock, they have to wake up and before other people see, they have to dispose the wastewater. Otherwise, the water will get overflow the pit and get into the roads. So you can see today, it's a drainage to diamond. Nearly 35 years of field work brought the outcome. So whenever we want to be successful, it should be decentralized manner. That's very, very important. Handling will be very easy and very comfortable. So this is a place where we did all this work. You can see that rural India, nearly 6.5 lakhs villages are there in India. We cannot give all sewage treatment plants. We need the nature method. The nature has a solution for everything. We need to believe that. So normally you can see the villages. There's a road, there's a mud, drainage. This is a common scene in India. You can see the drainages blocked with plastic covers, alcohol bottle, disposal glass, then animal dung, dry leaves. Some of the villages you can see that this is the condition where there's no drainage at all. They put the well rings and then within few weeks or few months, automatically the silt formation started. The water is flowing through the roadsides. Some places the water flow is very high and eroded the soil under the platform that is under the road. Now you can see this is a road, but bottom there is no support. So the heavy vehicle gone and broken the roads. This is a common scene. Wherever the people have the garbage, they simply throw in the drainage. They thought it may be flowing along with the drainage, but it's blocking like this. And you can see the mosquito breeding started heavily. So just first we removed the entire soil from the roadsides. There we noticed a lot of debris, garbage has been dumped. So 9 inches of the soil has been removed from the roadsides and removed all the stones, all the garbage, whatever they dumped at the time of laying the roads, and separated all the stones. And whatever the stones we recovered, small tiny stones, we end up with the road edges for rainwater harvesting. So whatever the stones we recovered, just filled 6 inches breadth and 9 inches depth at the both end of the roads so that the fresh rainwater should not get into the drainage. And whatever the soil we removed, polluted soil, just taken out and sieved it so that even tiny plastic covers and stones, whatever is there, just all things have been removed. And again, finally, whatever the sieved soil we recovered, and that has been filled in the same location. So now you can see the road, rainwater harvesting, mud, ready to handle the wastewater which has been generated in that location. Not only that, we don't want people to get polluted that areas, so that people, now normally in the rural area, people go and sit, open defecation here or urinating, or people throw the garbage, and also animals might go and disturb the plants which we are going to plant. So we made a proper natural fencing. Wherever there is a drainage, there is a junction, is that 3 or 4 connections are coming together. So we made a small sump in the roadside itself and collected the entire wastewater and aerated with the help of small motor, which we normally use it for fish tank. So same aerations. Then whatever the water is treated, we are pumping it to the overhead tank nearby. From there, we are using it for our plants. And we use our own bacteria. We got the local desi guy and also cow urine and jaggery mixed together. 48 hours, we made our own bacteria. That bacteria is here, and the aeration is there, and it's been pumped nearby, and it's a treated water. This water, we are using it for plants. And also, we removed all the silt which has been decades together, deposited inside the drainage. They've been removed. And then filled the stones inside the drainage and put coconut fiber on the top 3 inches so that the water can percolate from the top to bottom and bottom to top. So that now you can see the entire area, drainage is covered. Now you can see the rainwater harvesting, then soil. Now the natural grass start growing out. So that this soil, this grass makes the root system like this very strongly, so that even heavy rainwater flows on the road edges, that will be taken in by the grass roots. And these are the coconut trees. Normally in South India, coconut trees grown very well, so that we don't need good income to be generated for the Gram Panchayats. Normally in the Gram Panchayats, there is no revenue. Most of the Gram Panchayats, they say there is no revenue for the Panchayat to run their own day-to-day. So what we did, inside the drainage, we dumped the organic materials and also the dung availability in there. So now the drainage bottom is the stones where it carries the water in that, and on the top coconut fiber for 2 or 3 inches. Above the coconut fiber, we fill the drainage with the organic materials or maybe dung. On the roadside, you can see that every 30 feet we planted the coconut trees, so that within 8 years' time, they will get a huge income yearly basis. And in between the 30 feet interval gap, we put the palm tree seeds every 5 feet. And then you can see inside the drainage, we put the banana trees every 8 feet. That will be yearly income for the Panchayat. And also we put canna plants, canna indica, which is going to be absorbed. Any heavy metals comes in the wastewater, domestic wastewater, that will be absorbed by this canna plant. So the canna plant also being kept everywhere, wherever it is possible. And also we put the super napier grass, which can stay for next 5 years. We need not to uproot that plants. So that super napier grass has been kept there because the villages are full of animals, especially buffaloes and cows and other things. So they need the grass to be grown. So now you can see the creepers, which we have been planted along with the fencing. And also, even if there is excess water comes, by the end of the road drainage, we put the sugarcane plants also, so that they will suck the maximum water, whatever is coming out. So now you can see wherever there is even 1 square meter free, we use that place for evaporating the water. And these are the ivy gourd, which grows very well in that climate. So we put the tubes every 2 feet distance, and they start growing. And not only ivy gourds, depend upon the region, we can do a lot of other creepers which can stay for a long time. And now you can see the plants start growing with the help of the treated water. Now the plants have been completely protected by fencing, and the fencing itself acts like a media to plants to grow. And wherever there is a plants growing in between, the canna plants have been left. And now the ivy gourds start growing very well. It occupies the entire area naturally because they need the sunlight. They put the leaves in wherever there's a gaps filling, and automatically become a green, beautiful green wall. And we have to maintain it properly. We have nearly 8 feet wall being created both ends. And whatever the treated water is coming is getting into the stones directly, so that it will percolate into the soil. And these are the species we planted inside the drainage, where banana trees are there, elephant ear leaf, canna plants, all spinach and other plants, which can evaporate the water easily. And all the fodder grass start growing. Because of the nutrition water, you can see that the grass normally grows 6 feet or 5 feet height. Now it's become 12 feet height because of the nutrition water. And thickness of the grass, perfectly grown. Normally people in agriculture or even fodder research center, they use the urea. Every harvest they throw 1 bag of urea to make the other next growth. Another 2 or 3 months or 2 or 3 harvests, again they will put 2 bags of urea. Like that they will keep on multiplying the number of bags. That completely avoided here because daily we are getting the nutrition water. Now you can see the grass growth. And every 45 days the grass will be removed, and again it will be start growing without any chemicals and fertilizers. And in between the grass, now you can see all the banana trees start coming out, canna plants are there, coconut trees are going. So we give the space for them and remove the grass frequently, so that the grass growth will be there. At the same time, evaporation also will be parallelly moving, so that not even a single drop of water been seen, so that no mosquitoes can breed anywhere. And now this is the eco-friendly road, not only clean road, we call it as eco-friendly road. It's a beautiful wall supported with the creepers, and backside there's a lot of grass which comes out. And road looks very neat. Nobody need to throw any garbage, or nobody will pollute, or nobody will open defecate or urinate in this place. And also very important, the income generation is happening in everywhere in this. And this is the final target we are fixing for our Indian villages. It is very much possible. And even the wall, we are generating income. Every day there is an income through ivy gourd and spinach and other creepers. Now you can see healthy vegetables, not even a single yellow leaf we found. Nitrogen shortage is not the best nitrogen we are getting from the treated domestic wastewater. And not only 100 gram, even small vegetables, we tried big vegetables also. Now people are so happy in front of their house, whatever is growing, it belongs to them. So they never waste their water. And not only that, to absorb the heavy metals and to protect the water and soil, we put canna plants. Unexpectedly, we see the bright leaves. Leaves are very big and flowers looks best color. Before, while purchasing from even in the nursery, we never find this type of color. Because of our nutrition water, which is going into the drainage, gives all the results. And see the leaf color and size of the leaves. And unexpectedly, all these things happened, but suddenly the birds start entering. They all came and settled down. Because they're having their nest inside now, they got the food, they also have the shelter. Different type of birds, these all birds are settled here. Some of the birds came from outside, they're nesting inside, they start believing the human being, they have seen the nature is along with us, and people also working along with the nature. And they are getting abundant food in their own places. These are all the birds coming daily basis and going, they are not nesting, but they are coming regular visitors for us. And you can see that they start believing us. They put the nest in the main road, just 5 feet away above, and also put the entrance along with the road. So they're seeing that we are working every day. They're believing us. They put the entrance of their nest in the main road. And all the yellow, white color flowers which blooms, it attracts the moth at the night times. And all these insects, other things have been attracted, and they are all supporting our project because they are doing their duties. And see the leaf size of each and every drop of wastewater gives much nutrition. See the size and good quality. After showing all these things, I just asked my official, please can you take something? They don't know, no, this is all grown in a wastewater. So who will eat? So then I told, I just taken some of the vegetables and sent it to the laboratory, and they've given the result. Everything is excellent. That means nature has solution for everything. Again, some people say, well, how can I feed this grass to my animals? Then again, the result of this. How it's happening? Because the root system. We need not to talk about the big concrete SLRM sewage treatment plant. It is a simple root system, soil, bacteria, and they are sucking all the water and nutrition and carrying through the stems, and that is called treatment plant. And they all been done by the local people. That's very, very important. We involve the local people, train them. They all less than 10 standard. They know how to handle this project. Now you can see the result. 90 days before the condition, 90 days later. These are our own SIG members. 90 days before and after. So this is step 1, step 2, step 3. This is our target. That's how we are moving towards. And not only that, income generation we have to make. So whatever the grass strips we are getting, that has been nursery has been created, and we have got huge volume of seeds with a very healthy seeds because the nutrition, water, and the healthy plants, and the size of the seeds are very good. We got thousands and thousands of seeds we generated. And all the things has been done. I want to make an audit report. For 100 days, this project was been done. Suddenly, I want to make an audit report and just calculate it. Finally, I just want to know, go and see how many families they're giving the water to my sump. I surprised to see that only 18 families water is coming daily basis in that. 100 days I'm not noticed that. I went along with that, and then we got only 18 families, and final audit report shows we got around 3.5 lakh worth of materials in 100 days, which is coming from 18 families wastewater. And this is the amount we able to recover immediately because within 100 days we got all the products. Parallelly, we planted the coconut trees, palm tree, and other things and all, which will give yearly income. That means it will take 8 years. So end of the 8 years, the Gram Panchayats will get around 6.5 lakhs Gram Panchayats will earn. I'm just talking about only 18 families wastewater, which is generated. Average, they're generating 350 liters to 400 liters from their home daily basis. Just imagine the 1,500 families villages, 6,000 families villages, 3,000 family villages. So that means nothing is there. We got maximum income from our own wastewater, which we've been wasted all these years. Thank you.